Hello, y'all. Ooh, okay. Oops. Let's see, can I reach? Yes. Good morning, y'all. It is Delilah, 8th House Moon Rabbit. Let me kick off these slippers. All right. I'm starting a little bit behind, pardon me, today. Ooh, that's what it was. I felt like there was something I was supposed to tell y'all. Dear Voyagers, besides well wishes, prayers, and love, and all that. About Catcher being at the bottom of the angel deck. Yep. No, I'm a little bit off center. And the third house being at the bottom of this, and Eros being at the top. I love y'all. We're just gonna shuffle patiently until maybe there's something I'm supposed to be remembering. Ain't No Rest for the Wicked played, which supports the title song, which just happened to be the first song that I heard this morning. Here we have, okay, a very cohesive seeming theme. We have Remiel, the Angel of Visions. Then we have Raziel, Angel of Mysteries, correct? Yes. And then, because I don't want to drop, Zachriel, Angel of Memory. Okay. All right. Spirits and the angels be having them jokes, you know? And then here's the straight man, Samikiel, Angel of Vengeance. That's a bit of reading to do, but you know what? When I'm called to do something, whatever else I think that I need to be doing, there'll be time for it if it needs to get done. Guy be like, don't fret, my pet. Okay. Then I won't. Move you. For some reason, y'all, positionality of these cards, where I set them, how I set them, why I set them. All of that intuitively, in flow, in the moment. It means something. So Remiel, it's like I'm trying to figure out right now who goes where in not precedence, priority. Okay, so Remiel and Raziel are co-heading. Zachriel and Samikiel are bringing up the rear. Ooh, ain't no rest for the wicked. See? That's what I was talking about. Their jokes. I think his name is Dennis Prager. Hebrew dude. Shouldn't just say Hebrew dude. He's not just some dude. Like, apparently he's a scholar. And a Hebrew scholar practicing Mercury. And who's at the bottom? Saturn. That's also feeling a little bit synchronistic. Pardon me. Here we go with the hiccups. Sade. How was I about to just Tool Weezer? Hey. Aerosmith. Loving an elevator. Living it up while I'm going down. No Ordinary Love has been coming through quite a lot. Not just in my own mind and memories, because I grew up with Sade. Like, the sounds of my childhood are like Sade, Ace of Base, the Care-a-Lot song by Carly Simon, Needful Things and Batman. You don't say. Needful Things is a book and movie from the mind, the great literary mind of Stephen King. Wheel. Ooh. Look at them pointing out things I missed. Ooh. And what this movie is about is a demon who very well might be the devil. Like, when you get real big, evil, malicious baddies in the Stephen King universe, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Planets. This is my upper deck. The upper room. And look, don't nobody, like I said, don't nobody own no cultural references, damn it. I was 9 years old when I saw Life with my father, and it was one of the funniest things I'd ever seen in my life. Also very touching. I cried. I was a crying ass child watching movies. Look, Queen of Planets and The Magician, which I feel like, if not yesterday's reading and the reading before that, I think literally those are the first two cards. Like, I think The Magician came out first, yesterday's reading, and I think the 3 days or so it had been since I posted The Gag That Slays. Clever if I say so myself. And I do, and I will. Look. So, it's kind of like, and y'all, I know I can feel smug sometimes, you know, like, I don't deny it. It feels super validating in the highest sense of the word when things flow in a way that I can follow, you know? Was that I think this was in reverse when I picked it up. But when I picked it up upright. And I feel like just like I was saying, sometimes, you know, when you're trying to live in flow as a three-dimensional being, working on several levels that are physically manifested, and some of that input isn't even originated in the physical. Like, probably quantum physics can explain why it's trickled down from spirit, both in the Holy Spirit, you know, big spirit way, and us, our spirits inside of our bodies that are, you know, our own. Six of Cups in reverse. Like how a fourth dimensional being would be able to see us, just like we can see a drawing or words on paper. Ace of Pentacles. Which will take me back around to needful things in this demon that starts a, go Haley. I do not know Haley Williams. That woman's got just a touching voice. Five of Pentacles. What he does is he sets up a shop. Ace of Pentacles. That is... It manifests temptations. It manifests objects which are catalysts for all the worst things. You know, it's all bad. None of it's good. This King of Pentacles will be up underneath the Queen. And next to this Five of Cups, we just saw the Five of Pentacles following that Ace. And even if people don't buy the thing that calls to them immediately, I want to say Legally Gaunt, but I'm pretty sure that's the big baddie from Salem's Lot, which is about vampires, which makes me think of my Vampire the Masquerade reading. The devil, what? Look, you could say I'm lying, but you'd just be saying shit. That's... And I understand. I love free will. That's why I love America. Because while it might be true, as conspiracy theorists of a kind say, that America was built on some devil shit. It's like, this is the hand you don't see, but this is the hand that you see. But what you don't see, it's the long con. Yeah. The devil is a con man. The con man. The big bad wolf is what I wanted to say. Which made me think of Freeway. Yeah, I'm saying. Well, he brings down this whole fucking town. He just... brings it down upon itself. He gives them the nudge, the inspiration, the push and loves to watch it coalesce. And he's only defeated by the one person, I think just one single person in the town who abstains from his wares. What? Queen of Lasers. The sheriff. Even the sheriff's wife, and there's the Empress, ends up buying something from there. Although her squeeze was a harder squeeze. She lived in pain because she had, I believe, rheumatoid arthritis, very severe, that caused her, did I say atrophy this morning? Caused her hands, the muscles to rigidify, and of course the swelling of the joints, which is what arthritis is. And so she had to constantly wear gloves that would be putting opposing tension, I believe, on her hands in order for her to be able to open them. But she lived with the swelling, which is the cause of the pain, daily. All the time she was under the weight. And also under the weight of self-pity. And I think she may have drank too much, or maybe the remedy for being out from underneath the pain that she got in that shop, which is called Needful Things. You know, that real kitschy, real quaint. The world kind of name. And he was a very charming man. Like a used car salesman with a veneer of English lord. With Weezer, I get Buddy Holly. Here we have the King of Wands. Ooh, wee, ooh, I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, oh, and you're married solid more. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. Two of Cups. Like usual, I feel like King of Lasers, the same who's on that devil card, the same that's on this Five of Pentacles and Five of, okay, so before, look, the same that's the King and Queen of Wands. Here's the Queen. This so confirms what I was about to say just now. That I get the feeling that there's a, you know how people say, you know, a false person. I shouldn't just say people. Tarot readers. It's a phrase that circulates and it's apt. A false couple. I mean, it couldn't have been more plain, more obvious to me, even as it was coming out underneath visions and mysteries. A false couple, either folk that appear to have authentic love for each other, or they pretend with each other that they have authentic love for each other. Loyalty. This may be business partners. Even, pardon me. Who, if you're not a feminine, then you are a very sweet man. And these, look at that. Death landed on my garb so that I was looking at it like this. But it was still, nope. She said, no, I'm in reverse. And look at this. The tower, the star. You see the comets, right? The Ten of Cups. Look. And a real couple being spoken about here. Mercury. Mysteries and visions kind of have a mercurial, and so does memory. Five of Swords over this King of Wands. Whereas the Five of Swords and, look at this. This feminine energy that is represented in the Six of Comets that we saw that is in reverse. It came out in the reverse. And 10 of Wands, 10 of Rockets fell on the ground. But when I picked it up, it was obvious that I had brought it upright. I've said before, and I'll say again, that if you get several different nudges, whether it's in rapid succession, somebody's talking to you, and just while they're talking to you, they're lying to me. It just comes out of nowhere. And this, please, I'm not a doctor. This is why I say, heal yourself. And if you're not healed, and you're all erratic and in some kind of a panic mode, and any of that, you probably shouldn't be, like Tell All Your Business says, you probably should not. You should be far away from something so open to interpretation as tarot. And before you could solidify your intuition, perhaps, although I feel like if you're ill enough, your intuition does tell you how you can stably get your shit together, you know? Well, at least what the first step would be. And this is pretty much, I believe this from just about any point of, look, rescue. Any point of deep turmoil, whether it's depression, wrath, lust, all of the 7 deadly sins. Like, I think, like, part of the whole point of spreading Abrahamic religion. Look, this landed on my slippers that I just kicked off as I was starting this video. Because the divinity ain't about to be in the reverse as it relates to rescue, as it relates to a redemption arc, you know, which if you are, you know, deep in sin, for lack of better phrasing, there are paths. Like, even all throughout needful things, people had the ability, even the Protestant and Catholic priests, preachers, however that goes respectively. I'm not sure what the Protestant leader of the church calls themselves. Imagine. The Holy Spirit will give you the imagination, look, to overcome some shit. To neutralize some caustic acidic shit. The remedy, the antidote, not the escalation, unless the escalation is going to end in an end. Well, I believe the same couple that is trying to project, in which whatever sense this couple is working together, although I tell me that you're alright. Yeah, everything is alright. Feminine. What did I say? That beautiful, peaceful, feminine energy that you have, whoever you are. People, when they are especially distorted, refracted versions of themselves, they get triggered in some monstrous ways. The priest and preacher in Needful Things ended up maybe being the first people or the worst at attacking each other when the town finally imploded, when the demon gained dominance over what he could. Because while he was fucking the people up, you know, the sheriff was peeping him and trying to, look, spread the knowledge about what was going on. And in the end, ended up being the hands that at least saw the truth the entire time, and thus he wasn't lost to the pit. And I think that's pretty much what's happening for you. Somebody is maybe doing the magics. Look, they are ambitiously hoping that you don't heal and put down your burdens. Little do they know, you didn't set them all down, or you're working on it. You're not carrying around 10 wands. 7 I'm seeing at the most. This is convey Camelo Pardalis. That was not conveyed into your life. You did not build a bridge to bullshit. You remembered your objective. Proud of us, yes. And you might have, no, I'll say you do have some kind of partnership coming to you. Something that these people didn't want for you. Oh, sweet woman, sweet man. Look, yeah. They didn't want to see your scent. Like, they hate to see it, for real. These people might have wished death on you, your children, your legacy. Look. And here you are, learning about it whenever you do see this. Maybe you're seeing somebody's downfall in real life, and you're like, I had a, they're lying to me. Those people are thinking about me. These people are talking about me. They're telling lies while they're talking about me. Punish. Maybe you're seeing them get that spiritual work from Spirit, Holy Spirit herself, to protect you and everyone. Because that's the thing about, I believe, being chosen. It's not so much that you're chosen and lifted above others, just like, you're special. That's how it'll seem to somebody who is unguided in the ways of what true power and abundance are and where they really come from, because, they got lost in the sauce. Or they're a real joker, as in Batman, especially the Killing Joke Batman. They, look, yes. Well, you've been learning from divinity, learning how to rescue yourself. Somebody else has been steadily getting that spiritual protection because you were put here for that. You were put here in a way to be a magnet, to be bait. Because all human beings will have hardship, right? But there are those who seek, either they're just fumbling around hurting people because they're hurt and they refuse to heal, or they're not fumbling. It's very purposeful, and they will keep on doing it as long as it works. And so, people like us are placed here to be a little sparklier than normal, be a little sweeter than normal, be a little bit more unpredictable, a little bit with dominance, feminine dominance knowledge, being a little less easy to understand, impossible to truly dominate even when they thought that they had you in the bag. It's like taking candy from a baby. I keep hearing that. Fucking Cynthia from Rugrats, badass Cynthia. Well, you're Susie. And I don't remember a time where it was like, point match goes to Cynthia over Susie, you know? Because you can get away with it maybe 8 times out of 10, but that 9 and 10th time, that 9 and 10th time, and time is after that, is when you fucking gotta learn. You get that knowledge. What? And then, if you learn from that, you get the soothing of the Holy Spirit. But then if you don't, is the annihilation, the recycling back into spirit before you come back to hopefully grow better roots. Like, I'm not saying I can explain exactly the science of it, but I get the feeling there's a science to it. It's not by accident, and it's up to us. Look, underneath that hasty-ass Knight of Wands, it's up to us to hold on to our passions while remaining calm. Not to get caught up in your ego, the sun, or the lies, the deceptions, and the betrayals, and just feel like I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? You know, like, oh goodness, calm it down. Look, justice will come for you. Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, and then Leona, my girl, as she represents herself in this deck. And no, not Leona because it's a fucking random spirit. If it's a spirit, it was sent to me by God, because she ain't told no lies that took me not one step away from the light of God. There's this fucking this meme. It's a crazy looking duck, and it says, "Every day we stray further away from the light of God." Not me. I'll walk backwards blindfolded before, like, people don't feel it. When you're leaving the light of God, you don't feel the chill. Fuck. It's like I feel it in my back and my spine in a gross way, you know? That's not what I want. I know which side of the bread I'm buttered on. Look, I'm not going for not going for no vanity, no deception and pessimism, defeatism, narcissism. Being the liar. Because that's another thing that a lot of people do. Maybe that's the majority of people who can be redeemed. You know? Who intuitively feel like, okay, I done fucked up. I done did some things. Let me go return back, look, to the master. You know? Because that's where real freedom lies, up under him. Let me go ahead and have the rebirth. I've had enough. What? I'm ready to be rescued. What? Let me just go ahead and give it over to Jesus. Please, Jesus, can I surrender this to you? I am tired. I'm tired, boss. Can I come lay down, you know? And like actually mean it. I mean, they just told me visions and mysteries, you know? They just told me memory and vengeance. Although we did see empathy, although empathy does not always mean mercy. Unconditional love does not mean unconditional permissiveness, because what kind of love is it? If you are, I'm not God, but if I were God, what sense would it be to just tell your beloved creation nothing? You know, no boundaries, you know, no, it's just do what thou wilt. That's the whole of the law. There's nothing bigger, better, grander than that. That's a lie. It's a lie from the pits of hell. It's not that simple. If that's true, that's not the way to interpret it. Death of a bachelor. Do I look lonely? Somebody might be getting a unity. People have told me I don't look the same. Maybe I've lost weight. I'm playing the beat with the best of the best. Put my heart on my chest so that you can see it too. All right. That just came over me, y'all. It's like, love. Aw, it's Two of Cups that I forgot about. Talking about the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the aboves and beyonds is always at play. Death and the Magician. Gemini, Scorpio. I think that's it, y'all. Aquarius. Sense at the bottom. Teach. Glory. Conform. Adapt. Yes, look. Adapt. Freedom. Love. Purity. It's out there. And while we might not always be able to maintain that vibration, you know, every fucking second of the day, is that really what's important? That's not how I feel. I love y'all. I want the best for y'all. All of us. As that pertains to our highest good and the highest good of all. So, I love you. Be good. I'll see you tomorrow.